welcome to PA Timber Goose. Today is the second Saturday in rifle season, and this video will be fairly short. We'll go over some of the guns I've hunted with in the past. This is my Tikka TX3, and this shoots very well. I've tried 3 kinds of ammunition in here, and they all shoot about the same. 308 is a very forgiving round. Generally they shoot about a 1-inch group. They shoot very well out to 200. Once you start getting to 300 yards, it starts to drop quite a bit, maybe about 18 inches. Very forgiving round, kind of the middle of the road, but a very lethal round, also used by the military. Starting to quiet down here. I think all the hunters are taking a lunch break. I already ate my lunch, and I'm sitting here warming up. First gun I bought was an 8mm Mauser, and it was a World War II surplus. It had a Monte Carlo stock, so somebody changed the stock on it. And my 8mm Mauser is very similar to a 30-06. The ammo can be hard to find. I think at the time I was paying about $25 to 20 rounds. I put quite a few rounds through that, and then my pattern's starting to open up, and I flipped the gun over, and the bolt at the back of the breech started to split my stock. Apparently some oil got in there, and that bolt wasn't tight enough as I shot it, so it split the stock lengthwise. And I tried to fix it with glue, but it was too far gone. I ended up giving that rifle to my uncle, and he told me that it came from Belgium, Germany. It actually had on the top of the receiver, it actually had a swastika stamped on there. My uncle customized that gun after I gave it to him. He bought a new stock. He glass bedded the stock to the action, and the bolt handle was straight on that. So usually what they do is you can replace the bolt handle, or you can heat it up and bend it. So when you put a scope on it, it doesn't hit the scope when it comes back. So what he did is he heated it up and bent the handle on the bolt, and came out very nice. I hear something running around down there. And he later proceeded to tell me that that rifle was worth about $4,000, but never saw a penny out of that. I think I got the bad end of the deal on that. Second gun would be a Remington 30-06 BDL. There's quite a few of those around now, and I think I had a 3-9 Simmons on that, and I shot a 4-point with that when 4-points were legal. I had a herd of doe come up, and that 4-point was in the middle. I could see them forks sticking up, and I dropped him where he stood. There's a squirrel down there crunching around. After the 30-06, I went to a 45-70. I was actually looking for a 444, but I couldn't find one, so I ended up buying a 45-70. Very powerful round. That's been around a long time. It's taken out a lot of buffalo and other large game. Massive recoil. I'm not sure how many pounds of recoil a 45-70 will produce, but I've taken a lot of deer with that one. I've probably taken at least 15 deer with my 45-70. Definitely not a long range gun. I believe I hit one at 250 yards with that, and the bullet didn't expand after I pulled it out of the deer, but the deer actually was standing this way, and after I hit it, it rolled upside down, and it rolled up against a tree with his feet like this. Never even twitched or anything. Blunt force trauma. A 45-70 is actually very close to a 12-gauge shotgun slug, and they're pretty lethal. I never shot the 500s or the 400s. My hand loads basically were a 300 grain jacketed hollow point, and I believe I had 50 grains of Hodgdon 4895 in there, and that was very accurate out to 100 yards. I actually could get about a 1-inch group at 100 yards with that. 200 yards will give me about a 2-inch group. Very lethal for the Pennsylvania woods. 45-70 hits with authority when that connects, and you won't have to track anything very far. They usually flip over where they are, and that's pretty much the end of that. After the 45-70, I went to a Savage 10 FP, which I still currently own. It has a bull barrel, and that is a tactical rifle, so that is very heavy. Some of the areas that I was in, I was doing some precision shooting. The deer would hide in there, and I could see them, and I had to thread the needle to get to the deer with that. And that gun is actually, the precision on that is over the top. I would put a Savage 10 FP against any custom rifle out there. It's about half of the price or less, and they shoot exceptionally well. 50 yards, you can almost shoot a 1/2 inch group. Some of them will go in the same hole. And at 100 yards, you can definitely shoot a 3/4 inch group or smaller. After the 308 10 FP, then we went to a Tikka TX3. This is a lot lighter than that gun with the scope and it loaded. Savage weighed about 12 pounds. Tikka TX3 is much lighter than my Savage 10 FP. That thing was a beast to carry, but whatever you pointed it at, you know you were going to hit. Despite that heavy bull barrel on the end, it was very well balanced. Shotguns, my first year came with the Winchester Model 120, and I think our first year I shot with a Foster slug, and never really shot that on paper. I didn't know a lot about guns at the time. My dad wasn't a big rifle hunter or a shotgun hunter. Most of the deer he shot were with a bow and arrow, so a lot of this stuff I learned from other people and kind of trial and error. So I got a couple with a shotgun slug. I shot 2 with an inline. I had a CVA 50 caliber. I shot 100 grains of 2F black powder, and that shot very well. It took me a while to find the right kind of powder to get my gun to shoot accurately. So I got 2 with those, and I got 1 with my Cabela's Hawken 50 caliber. Apparently I have a 54 caliber Lyman. Another hunter told me that it's much better than a 50 caliber because it hits with more authority and it has a shorter blood trail. So there are some of the guns I've had over the years. Let me know some of the guns you've had over the years. What was your first rifle and what you're currently using right now. Thanks for watching PA Timber Ghost. If you're new to PA Timber Ghost, welcome to the family of deer hunters. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Every time a new video goes up, you'll be notified. And thanks for watching today. We'll see you out there. Thanks for watching PA Timber Ghost.